Hello Heath, this is my video response to your latest story edition. Nice musky catch, by the way, but I got a fish story that would take too long to type out and too many characters, so I figured I would do this video. Last year, Memorial Day weekend, a buddy of mine and we were out fishing on the Missouri River here. Wind was blowing pretty good. White caps were coming in towards the shore where we were fishing, and we were catching 5-pound catfish all morning long. Biggest one I caught was 12 pounds 14 ounces. But my buddy was reeling his pole in on this one time, and he'd seen this about a 1-pound catfish swimming up along the shoreline, and he yelled at me to come over and take a look at it. So I went over and looked at it, stepped gingerly out into the water and tried to catch it barehanded. Fish swam away. So we start laughing about that a little bit. Never seen anything like that before in our lives. So I went and sat back down, and he yells at me again. About a minute later, this same fish came swimming back up to the shore. So I took my boots off this time around, and I waded out into the water and tried to pick him up a second time. Fish got away again. So I step out of the water, laughing my butt off, and he was laughing pretty good too. And about a minute later, the same fish came back a third time. So I stepped back out into the water and tried to pick it up again, and I missed again. We figured there's no way in hell this fish was ever going to come back another time. So I went and sat back down and started putting my boots on. And he yells at me again. Same fish came back up to the shore. So I went back out there into the water, and I looked at him and I said, "Toss me your bucket." So he went and gets his 5-gallon bucket and tosses it out to me. I'm about 4 foot away from the shore at this time. Water is only about 8 inches deep to maybe a foot deep. So I used the bucket and I scooped this fish out of the water. I don't know if you want to call that noodling, if you want to call that fishing, but I sure had one hell of a good time catching that fish.